Alright, hello everyone. So today I'll be giving you some tips on how to main tank in Final Fantasy XIV Online. I have 4 tips for you today, and I hope that you enjoy the video. So, tip number 1. Face the boss away. Whenever you start a boss fight, you want to face the boss away from your teammates. The bosses typically have AoEs and cleaves, which can one-shot your teammates. So that's often why you'll see the tank when they pull the boss run behind them. So we're gonna let the video play out for a little bit here because there's a mechanic I want you to see that a tank is able to help control. And there it is. So when the boss grows out this piece of hair, they are able to cleave in a large cone on the side that the scythe is facing. So when you're playing tank, and you are the main tank of this boss, you can control where the boss is going to cleave and if it hits your teammates or not. This is when you, as a tank, feel the most power. You hold all of your teammates' lives in your hands. Oh, how easy it would be to turn around and have the boss cleave them all, but you won't do that because you're a good person, right? So tip number 2, be aware of what is happening in the arena. When you're main tanking, your goal is to not just tank the main boss, but to help mitigate all the damage that is to come toward you to make it easier for the healers to do their job. So, for example, in this dungeon, there are some sighs that pop up, as you can see. And for these sighs, when they pop up, you have to be by them so that you don't take a million damage. So basically, just follow the mechanics. And when you follow those mechanics, the dungeon or the raid will be a lot easier than if you were to stand in every single thing that will get you killed. It's pretty simple, right? It matters a lot more in the higher end content following the mechanics. You have a bit of leniency on the earlier game stuff, at least 50 to 60. It starts getting harder at 70. So just do the mechanics. It's good to practice them before everything becomes a one-shot. And for the third tip of this video, when to use your damage mitigation. Well, the reason you don't really see me using my damage mitigation in this video is because I never got below half health. I typically like to use my damage mitigation if I think I'm going to die, if I'm taking a ton of damage at a time, but I never really got to that point during this raid boss. So the damage mitigation is really useful for the bosses that do have tank busters, but since this boss didn't really have any tank busters or put my healers in any situation that it would be too hard to get me back to full, I didn't really have to use it. And for the fourth and final tip of this video is to keep an open mind. If you're still learning, then keep learning. It's okay. As long as you're out there trying to improve at the game, then it's all good. As long as you know that you're doing your best, that's all that matters. No one will judge you for it. In the end, it's all up to you. So get out there and start tanking. Or DPSing, or healing, up to you. Good luck out there, main tanking. It's not too hard. I hope that your healer adjusts for you. Good luck. Bye bye.